Hello, I'm Rodney Lopez, and I stand for generosity, gratitude, and abundant living. I'm the creator of an exciting online course that's all about transforming your relationship to your financial life. It's called the Generosity and Abundance Process, or G.A.P for short, and I'll have more to say about it later in this video. For right now, I'd like to talk with you about a topic that is important to so many families, yet doesn't always get the attention it should, and that's the talk. Not the birds and the bees with the kids, the bills and the bucks with your partner. Yes, the dreaded money conversations, budgeting, saving versus spending, vacationing overseas or at a local bed and breakfast. Should we rent or should we buy? Money conversations, large and small, impact relationships on a daily basis. Would you like to have more peaceful and productive communication with your partner about finances? As someone who spent years in the social dance profession, I know a lot about the importance of a good partnership. In this video, I'll give you a simple tool for getting that conversation started if you haven't already. If you have, this may help you gain a new insight into your financial habits. A partnership based on a shared understanding of your financial future is one of the best investments you can make in your long-term happiness together. As you may already know, finances are a major source of stress in intimate relationships, whether the relationships are new or several years in. Here are some stats. According to a 2015 survey by SunTrust Bank, 35% of couples experiencing relationship stress identified money as the primary reason. Among respondents ages 44 to 54, that number goes up to 44%. A more sobering study from Kansas State University was published in the Family Relations Journal in 2012 that looked at longitudinal data from over 4,500 couples. That study found that regardless of income, debt, or net worth, couples who argued early in their relationships about money were at a greater risk for divorce. One of the authors of the study said, "It may be that fights about money are actually fights about deeper issues in the relationship." Or it may be that couples are fighting about money because they're experiencing negative financial events like a job loss. The stress that accompanies financial problems may overwhelm the couples. While these arguments don't necessarily bode well for the future of the relationships, what can happen when you say absolutely nothing? According to a 2015 report by creditcards.com, approximately 7.2 million Americans have hidden a bank or a credit card account from their live-in spouse or partner. The same report said that 1 in 5 Americans have spent $500 or more without their partner's knowledge. These actions can undermine trust and lead to feelings of betrayal. Do any of these issues feel familiar to you? Does the thought of talking to your partner about finances make you tense or uneasy? If so, I know exactly how you feel. As a single person, the choices I made with my money weren't always wise, but at least I was the only one affected. When I started dating the woman who eventually became my wife, I had to do more than just pick my socks up off the couch and wash the dishes. I had to come to grips with how my money history and habits were going to affect my increasingly serious relationship. With poor credit, tax debt, and more, my personal finances had significant implications for our success as a couple. It wasn't made easier by the fact that my fiance was in much better financial health than I was at the time. I didn't like talking about my money choices due to alternating bouts of pride and embarrassment. And that wasn't a good feeling, and certainly not how I wanted to start a marriage. The good news is I wasn't stuck there. With the new insights I gained after adopting a giving practice, which was the seed of what eventually became the Generosity and Abundance Process, I was able to gain a new freedom from shame around my finances. I found new resources for improving my finances and new ways to discuss them with my partner. Since then, my wife and I have regular conversations about money, a common household spending plan, and most importantly, peace of mind. What a great feeling it is to sit down at the dining room table and have open conversations about our finances without that knot in your stomach or tension in your shoulders. The first thing you need to do to achieve success in this area is have a clear understanding of your thoughts and habits around money, and then discuss those things with your partner. If your thoughts and habits are top of mind, and you and your partner are transparent with each other about them, you'll be miles ahead of the folks in those studies I just mentioned. I want to give you an easy tool to get started. Consider it a first step in the direction of a new money conversation with your boo. The following money self-test is designed to get you to look inward and get the money conversation started with your partner. This brief assessment was extremely helpful for me and my wife. For each of the following statements, respond with one of these answers: never, almost never, sometimes, often, or always. Number 1, I'm comfortable talking about finances with my partner. I pay my bills on time. I save money. I give to charities. I use a budget to manage my money. I buy things impulsively. Friends and family would describe me as a saver and thrifty. I'd know how much money is available in my bank accounts if I were asked. I track my spending on a regular basis. I think about my long-term financial goals. The key to this exercise is a healthy sense of humor and a willingness to listen without judgment. As you and your partner respond to these statements, listen to what the other is saying. Do any feelings come up? Don't rush to any responses, just listen. Take note of anything that you didn't know before. The goal is not to fix any big challenges right away. The conversation itself is a step in the right direction and lays the foundation for future work you can do together to achieve your financial goals. I hope you found the information in this video helpful. Money is such a significant part of our lives, and yet so many of us avoid having the conversation and taking the necessary steps to improve our financial health. The generosity and abundance process is a fresh and inspiring approach to finances. If you'd like to learn more, I invite you to visit rodneyericlopez.com because everyone deserves to live abundantly. This is Rodney Eric Lopez signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.